Chapter 51. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Wuji was one of the strong contenders for the provincial champion, but now Wuji was defeated by Xiaolin. Who is this Xiaolin? Liang Haiyun looked at the light screen in front of him and fell into deep thought. Li Yang looked at Lin Feng meaningfully, as if he had thought of something. Why is the annual member training area so lively today? Who is Xiaolin? With so many people, which one is Xiaolin? That a noisy voice sounded. Wu Yunfei came to the annual member area surrounded by more than a dozen men and women. Wu Yunfei. Liang Haiyun turned his head and saw Wu Yunfei walking in front. Brother Wu, you are here too. Liang Haiyun quickly walked towards Wu Yunfei and said, I was just about to call you. Why are you calling me? Wu Yunfei asked. Liang Haiyun pointed at the ranking on the screen in front of him and said, the virtual person you left in the virtual space was defeated. I know. Wu Yunfei nodded. I came here specifically to find Xiaolin, who defeated my virtual person. Brother Wu, Xiaolin is here. Liang Haiyun frowned. Xiaolin and I have fought before, and I can check Xiaolin's login records. According to the records, Xiaolin entered the virtual space using the virtual cabin in the annual membership area of this martial arts gym and fought with my virtual person. Wu Yunfei paused and continued, judging from the time of the battle, Xiaolin should still be here and has not left. Brother Wu, I have been here all the time, and I know everyone here. They can't be Xiaolin. Liang Haiyun looked at Li Shui, Peng Shui, Li Shan and others. Finally, his eyes fell on Lin Feng. His pupils trembled, as if he thought of something. Could it be? Could it be him? No way, how could he defeat Angkor? Haiyun, what's wrong with you? Wu Yunfei spoke. Liang Haiyun came back to his senses and waved his hand. No. Nothing. Okay. Wu Yunfei nodded and asked, by the way, Haiyun, you said you have been in here all the time, then did you see who just walked out of the virtual cabin? Xiaolin just defeated my virtual man not long ago, he should have just walked out of the virtual cabin. Liang Haiyun. Liang Haiyun just denied the idea in his mind, and now he was stunned. He saw Lin Feng walk out of the virtual cabin with his own eyes just now. Could it be that Lin Feng is really Xiaolin? How is this possible? Haiyun, what's wrong with you? Wu Yunfei spoke again. Liang Haiyun came back to his senses and said, Brother Wu, I did see someone coming out of the virtual cabin just now. Who? Wu Yunfei was very excited. Liang Haiyun pointed at Lin Feng not far away and said, it's him. Him. Wu Yunfei looked at Lin Feng, who was about the same age as him, and was stunned. He always thought that the one who defeated him should be an older middle-aged man with rich combat experience, but now he found that the one who defeated him was actually a person of the same age. This made him feel frustrated. He has never lost to his peers since he was a child. Are you Xiaolin? Wu Yunfei came to Lin Feng. Lin Feng looked at Wu Yunfei and asked, you are? I am Wuji. Wu Yunfei replied, Lin Feng. Lin Feng's expression froze. He didn't expect that Wuji, who was defeated by him, would come to him so soon. Xiaolin, I want to fight you again. Wu Yunfei said. Lin Feng shook his head, not interested. Lin Feng has already received the 8 million bonus. Lin Feng doesn't want to waste any more time. Xiaolin, the virtual person I left in the virtual space was left by me a month ago. Wu Yunfei explained. Now a month has passed, and I have a new understanding of the Dragon Soul Spear technique. If I use the Dragon Soul Spear technique with all my strength now, you may not be my opponent. Wu Yunfei thought for a while and continued, how about this, we don't fight in the virtual space, we fight in the training room. In this way, even if you lose to me, you will still rank first. Not interested. Lin Feng shook his head. If you really want to fight me, just go to the virtual space and fight my virtual person. If you beat my virtual person, the first place is still yours. Xiaolin, virtual people are not real people after all, they have defects. I want to fight you. Wu Yunfei thought for a moment and said, how about this, I will offer you 3 million to fight you. If you beat me, I will give you 3 million. Okay, I'll fight you. Hearing that he could make money, Lin Feng decisively agreed. After all, it's better to take 3 million for free than not to take it. Since you agree, let's go to the practice room first. Okay. Lin Feng followed Wu Yunfei to the practice room. Fuck, that guy is really Xiao Lin. I always thought Xiao Lin was an uncle, but it turns out that Xiao Lin and Wu Yunfei are the same age. Wu Yunfei's virtual person was actually defeated by a person of the same age. Wu Yunfei is one of the strong contenders for the provincial champion, and he actually lost to a person of the same age. Wu Yunfei and Xiao Lin fight again. This is going to be interesting. Wu Yunfei and Xiao Lin fight again. I don't know who will win in the end. The people around started talking in low voices. Liang Haiyun had a complicated look. He never thought that Lin Feng would be Xiao Lin. Doesn't that mean that his 20 million blue star coins will be wasted? Hee, it's quite lively here today. At this time, a steady voice came. A tall square-faced man followed by several men in neat suits came to the annual member training area. The arrival of the tall square-faced man immediately attracted the attention of everyone present. Isn't this Director Gao Haifeng, the General Director of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall in Jianghai City? It's Director Gao. Director Gao is here too. That the eyes of everyone around were all focused on Gao Haifeng. Li Yang walked up quickly with a smile on his face. Director Gao, you are here so soon. Of course, I came here without stopping in order to meet the genius Lin Feng as soon as possible. Gao Haifeng smiled and looked around. Where is Lin Feng? Take me to see Lin Feng first. I have something to say to Lin Feng. Director Gao, it's not possible for now. Li Yang shook his head. Why? Gao Haifeng frowned. Director Gao, Lin Feng just went to the training room to compete with Li Yang, who ranked first on the list of generals. Li Yang replied. Lin Feng competed with Wu Ji, who ranked first on the list of generals. Isn't Lin Feng only at the 7th level of the general realm? Can he be Wu Ji's opponent? Gao Haifeng said worriedly. Chapter 52. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Gao Haifeng was full of worry. Li Yang smiled and said, Director Gao, don't worry. Lin Feng just defeated Wu Ji's virtual man in the virtual space. That's why Wu Ji came to challenge Lin Feng. Gao Haifeng. Gao Haifeng's expression froze. After a while, he came back to his senses and exclaimed, Lin Feng, who has the 7th level cultivation of the War General realm, won the first place on the War General list. That's right, Lin Feng just won the first place on the War General list. Li Yang nodded. Genius, he is indeed a top genius. Gao Haifeng smiled and suppressed his excitement, saying, Li Yang, you retrieved the surveillance video in the practice room. Okay, Director Gao. Li Yang nodded. The crowd around was stunned. From the conversation between Gao Haifeng and Li Yang just now, they saw that Gao Haifeng came for Lin Feng. What kind of monster is this who can make the chief curator of a city come for him in person? I didn't expect that Xiao Lin only has the 7th level of the general realm. Xiao Lin defeated the virtual person of Wu Yunfei, who is at the 9th level of the general realm, with his 7th level of cultivation. This is really amazing. Xiao Lin and Wu Yunfei are of the same age, and Xiao Lin defeated the virtual person of Wu Yunfei, who is at the 9th level of the general realm, with his 7th level of cultivation. This talent and strength are too exaggerated. The crowd spoke one after another. There was a lot of noise all around. Xiao Shui, when did Brother Feng break through to the 7th level of the general realm? Pang Shui spoke. Li Shui pouted, how do I know? Pang Shui. The surveillance video of the training room is out. At this time, someone exclaimed. Pang Shui and Li Shui looked up at the same time and looked towards the center. At this moment, a huge virtual arena appeared on the holographic projection in the center. The virtual images of Lin Feng and Wu Yunfei appeared on the arena. Xiao Lin, let's decide the outcome with one move. Wu Yunfei held the spear and said, next, I will directly use the Dragon Soul Spear technique. Be careful. After saying that, Wu Yunfei took a step forward, and the spear in his hand was like a dragon, stabbing directly at Lin Feng. Roar. The dragon roared. A translucent, ferocious dragon wrapped around the spear in Wu Yunfei's hand. The dragon roared, and a long mark was scratched on the entire ring. The strong energy made Lin Feng's clothes rustle. Looking at the ferocious dragon that was gradually enlarged, Lin Feng raised the spear in his hand slowly and used the divine shadow spear technique. Swish, swish, swish. The dense spear shadows fell like raindrops. The translucent, ferocious dragon was instantly pierced like paper. Wu Yunfei vomited blood, the spear flew out of his hand, and the whole person staggered back. When he looked up again, the spear in Lin Feng's hand was already against his neck. Wu Yunfei. Wu Yunfei's expression froze, as if he was petrified. He never thought that he would eventually lose to Lin Feng in the same way. I lost. Wu Yunfei gritted his teeth and sighed. Wu Yunfei was defeated by Shaolin in one move. No way. Wu Yunfei is a 9th-level warrior, and he is also the favorite for the provincial champion this year. He was defeated by Shaolin in one move. Shaolin is really amazing. He defeated Wu Yunfei in one move. With Shaolin's talent and strength, he may become the provincial champion this year. The people around him exclaimed. Liang Haiyin's expression froze, and he froze in place. He never thought that Lin Feng actually defeated Wu Yunfei in one move. In this situation, if he really competed with Lin Feng, he would probably be killed instantly by Lin Feng. Thinking of this, he suddenly felt regretful. If he had known this, he should not have taken out 20 million to compete with Lin Feng. Now the 20 million he transferred to the public account of Tianlong Martial Arts School could not be kept. Click. At this time, the closed door of the training room opened. Liang Haiyan walked out of the training room in a daze. Lin Feng followed with a relaxed look. Lin Feng, I have transferred the 3 million to the public account of Tianlong Martial Arts School. You can apply to Tianlong Martial Arts School and you will be able to get the 3 million soon. Wu Yunfei spoke. Lin Feng nodded. Okay. Clap. Applause broke out. Gao Haifeng clapped his hands, came to Lin Feng, and praised. Awesome, really amazing. It seems that this year's provincial college entrance examination champion is likely to be you. Lin Feng, this is Director Gao Haifeng, the chief curator of our Jianghai Tianlong Martial Arts School. Li Yang introduced beside him. Hello, Director Gao. Lin Feng smiled. Okay. Gao Haifeng smiled and nodded, saying, Lin Feng, I turned down all the offers this time. Meeting, I came to see you specially. Director Gao, do you have something to talk to me about? Lin Feng asked. I do have something to talk to you about. Gao Haifeng smiled. Lin Feng, have you heard of the Tianlong training camp? Tianlong training camp? Lin Feng shook his head and said, no, I haven't heard of it. Gao Haifeng. Gao Haifeng's smile froze, and then he smiled again. Lin Feng, the Tianlong training camp is a special training camp organized by the Tianlong Martial Arts School. Only geniuses from various countries selected by the Tianlong Martial Arts School can enter the training camp for training. If you perform well in the training camp, you can also get various rewards. Is that so? Lin Feng thought for a while and said, Director Gao, but I have to take the college entrance examination. I'm afraid I can't participate in the training camp of the Tianlong Martial Arts School for the time being. Lin Feng, you can wait until the college entrance examination is over before entering the training camp of the Tianlong Martial Arts School for training. Gao Haifeng said with a smile. Okay, then I'll give it a try after the college entrance examination. Lin Feng nodded. Lin Feng, then we have a deal, I will report your information later. Gao Haifeng said. Okay. Lin Feng agreed. Lin Feng actually got a place to practice in the Tianlong Martial Arts training camp. No way, Lin Feng actually got a place to practice in the Tianlong Martial Arts training camp. The Tianlong Martial Arts training camp, only the top provincial college entrance examination candidates and above can be invited to enter. Lin Feng has not yet won the provincial top prize, but he has received an early invitation. Does Director Gao think that Lin Feng will definitely win the provincial top prize in this year's college entrance examination? That's why he invited Lin Feng in advance. There was a lot of noise all around. Lin Feng naturally heard the discussion of the crowd. Is the training camp of this Tianlong martial arts school so powerful? Only the top scorers in the provincial college entrance examination and above are invited to participate. The threshold is quite high. Forget it, let's finish the battle with Liang Haiyun first. Lin Feng turned his head and looked at Liang Haiyun in the crowd. Liang Haiyun challenged Lin Feng just now, but was interrupted by Wu Yunfei. Now that Lin Feng and Wu Yunfei have finished their battle, it is time to fight Liang Haiyun. Chapter 53. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lin Feng was going to fight Liang Haiyun just now, but was interrupted by Wu Yunfei. Now that Lin Feng has freed up his hands, it is time to fight Liang Haiyun. Thinking of this, Lin Feng walked straight to Liang Haiyun and said, "Let's go, it's our turn to compete now." Liang Haiyun. Liang Haiyun's face twitched and he remained silent. Even Wu Yunfei is not Lin Feng's opponent. How could he be Lin Feng's opponent? Isn't it asking for trouble for him to compete with Lin Feng? Who is that guy? He wants to compete with Shaolin. Where does he get the courage to compete with Shaolin? Even Wu Yunfei lost to Shaolin, and he still wants to compete with Shaolin. Is he looking for death? That the people around him whispered. Pang Shuai said from the side, Liang Haiyun, didn't you offer 20 million to challenge my brother Feng just now? Now my brother Feng has accepted the challenge, why are you silent? Liang Haiyun. Liang Haiyun glared at Pang Shuai, looked at Lin Feng, gritted his teeth and said, no need to compete, I admit defeat. Li Shan, let's go. Liang Haiyun blushed and quickly left Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. Li Shan followed quickly. Brother Feng is still powerful. Liang Haiyun can only run away in shame when he sees brother Feng. Pang Shuai laughed, turned back to look at Lin Feng, and said, by the way, brother Feng, since Liang Haiyun has admitted defeat, you can withdraw the money he just transferred to the public account of Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. Mr. Lin, I have asked people to start the process to transfer the money that Liang Haiyun, Wu Yunfei, and you transferred to the public account just now to you. Li Yang next to him spoke. Okay. Lin Feng nodded, looked at Gao Haifeng, and said, Director Gao, if there is nothing else, I will leave first. Okay, you go first. Gao Haifeng smiled, I will notify you to go to the training camp of Tianlong Martial Arts School to practice. Okay. Lin Feng replied and left Tianlong Martial Arts School. Pang Shuai and Li Shui followed him. After Lin Feng and others left, Wu Yunfei suddenly came up and said, Director Gao, hello, I am Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. I know you. Gao Haifeng nodded, what do you want? Director Gao, it's like this, I remember that the quota for the training camp of Tianlong Martial Arts School is announced after the college entrance examination every year, right? Wu Yunfei paused and continued, and every year only the provincial champions of the college entrance examination and geniuses who have won various awards will receive invitations to the Tianlong training camp. Lin Feng is only in the third year of high school, and he has never won any awards, so why can he enter the Tianlong training camp? Although Lin Feng is only a senior high school student and has not taken the college entrance examination, and has not won the provincial champion in the college entrance examination, Lin Feng's data is not worse than the provincial champion in the college entrance examination. Gao Haifeng put his hands behind his back and said, Shaoli, call out Lin Feng's data for him to see. Li Yang nodded and shouted, Xiao Long, call out Lin Feng's test data. Okay. The voice of the artificial intelligence Xiao Long sounded, and Lin Feng's data appeared on the virtual projection in the center. Is this Lin Feng's data? My God, is Lin Feng a monster? Lin Feng's data is too exaggerated. A noisy voice suddenly sounded. Wu Yunfei looked at the data on the holographic projection and was stunned for a moment. Lin Feng's strength reached 300,000 pounds, Lin Feng's speed reached 110 meters per second, Lin Feng's agility reached the point where he could dodge 900 beams per minute. Even the top scorer in the provincial college entrance examination cannot reach this data. The most important thing is that in addition to these data, Lin Feng is also the first on the list of all monsters killed in the training room. This strength is really too exaggerated. No wonder Director Gao gave Lin Feng the quota to enter the Tianlong training camp. Lin Feng's data is indeed qualified to enter the Tianlong training camp. Lin Feng's data is really too terrifying. Even the top scorers in the college entrance examinations over the years can never reach Lin Feng's data. Lin Feng's data is outrageous. Everyone around was stunned. Wu Yunfei was distracted for a moment, and finally sighed. Now he finally understood why he was not Lin Feng's opponent. With Lin Feng's data, he could never defeat Lin Feng. The force of Lin Feng's spearmanship just now was definitely not 300,000 pounds. That is to say, Lin Feng did not use his full strength when fighting with me. Wu Yunfei's mouth moved, and he murmured, Lin Feng did not use his full strength, but he was able to defeat me easily. This year's provincial champion in the college entrance examination must be Lin Feng. It seems that the next during this time, I have to practice hard, otherwise I will be left far behind by Lin Feng. Wu Yunfei clenched his fists and left Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. On the other side, Lin Feng, Pang Shuai and Li Shui found a coffee shop and sat down. Lin Feng briefly told Pang Shuai and Li Shui about some recent events. After listening to Lin Feng's experience, Pang Shuai gritted his teeth, clenched his fist and slammed the table in front of him, cursing. The dog principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. He actually refused to help Brother Feng resume his student status. He is really too much. Fatty, what are you angry about? Li Shui drank a sip of milk tea and smiled. The one who should be angry now should be Principal Zhang, right? If he knew that Lin Feng defeated Wu Yunfei, the first in the grade and the most likely to hit the provincial college entrance examination champion this year, I wonder what his expression would be. That's right. If the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School knew that my Fengshe defeated Wu Yunfei, he would regret it so much. Pang Shuai laughed. There were so many people in the martial arts hall just now. I saw many people secretly recording. I'm afraid it won't be long before the video is posted online by those guys. By then, the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School might really see the video of my Fengshe defeating Wu Yunfei. Principal Zhang must be regretting it so much. Li Shui smiled. By the way, Xiaoxue, Fatty, the college entrance examination is coming soon. Have you taken the qi and blood pill? Lin Feng spoke. Zheng Pang shook his head. Brother Feng, the college entrance examination is approaching now. You don't know how hot the market for qi and blood pill is. The price of qi and blood pill is more than 3 times the usual price. The price of qi and blood pill is expensive, but the most important thing is that there is no market for it. You can't buy qi and blood pill on the market now. Even large alchemy institutions like Dan Duo don't have qi and blood pills for sale. Zheng Pangang was halfway through his words when he swallowed the rest. He found that Lin Feng took out a blood-red pill. This pill was the top-level qi and blood pill. To be precise, this was a qi and blood heavenly pill. Chapter 54. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Brother Feng, is this qi and blood pill? Pang Shuai's eyes widened. Lin Feng nodded. Yes, it is qi and blood pill. Brother Feng, qi and blood pill is in short supply now. How did you get it? Pang Shuai asked. Lin Feng raised the corner of his mouth and smiled. I made it myself. Ah. You made it yourself? When did you learn to make pills? Pang Shuai exclaimed. I just learned it. Lin Feng handed the qi and blood pill to Pang Shuai and said, Fatty, the college entrance examination is coming soon. You take this qi and blood pill to improve your qi and blood. Brother Feng, qi and blood pill is so precious now. You gave it to me, then what do you eat? Pang Shuai asked. Lin Feng took out a small bottle, shook the blood-red qi and blood heaven pill inside, and said with a smile, Didn't I say that I can refine qi and blood heaven pills? If I want qi and blood heaven pills, I can just buy spiritual medicine to refine them. Brother Feng, you actually refined so many qi and blood heaven pills. Pang Shuai gave a thumbs up and praised, You are worthy of being Brother Feng. Then I won't be polite to you. Thank you for the qi and blood heaven pill. Pang Shui accepted the Qi and Blood Heaven pill handed over by Lin Feng. Lin Feng took out another Qi and Blood Heaven pill from the bottle and handed it to Li Shui next to him, saying, "Xiao Xue, I still have Qi and Blood Heaven pills here, you can take one too." Lin Feng, thank you. Li Shui didn't be polite to Lin Feng either. The three of them sat together and chatted for a while before leaving one after another. Jianghai City, Municipal Education Bureau. A tall man sat right above the conference room. The tall man was Luo Nian, the director of the Municipal Education Bureau. Let's take a look at the information first. Luo Nian said, and the secretary next to him immediately sent copies of the documents to everyone. Beep. At this time, Luo Nian's mobile phone next to him suddenly vibrated. Luo Nian took a look and found that it was a news push. Today, a young genius emerged. The news title was very eye-catching. Luo Nian subconsciously clicked to enter. A short video immediately appeared on Luo Nian's mobile phone interface. In the video, two young men stood with guns. These two young men were Lin Feng and Wu Yunfei. Isn't this the genius Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School? He's on the news. As the director of the Municipal Education Bureau, Luo Nian still knows a little about the outstanding students in the city. For example, Wu Yunfei is one of the strong contenders for this year's Municipal College Entrance Examination Champion and Provincial College Entrance Examination Champion. Luo Nian never thought that Wu Yunfei would be on the news. No, isn't this Lin Feng? As the video zoomed in, Luo Nian found that it was Lin Feng standing opposite Wu Yunfei. Without waiting for Luo Nian to take a closer look, Wu Yunfei in the video suddenly used the Dragon Soul Spear technique to attack Lin Feng. Lin Feng also swung his gun to fight back. The dense shadows of the guns filled the sky, easily breaking Wu Yunfei's attack. The spear in Lin Feng's hand also rested on Wu Yunfei's neck. The whole battle ended in just a dozen seconds. Genius! He is indeed a genius. Luo Nian looked excited and shouted subconsciously. The directors of the education bureaus of various districts who were checking the information immediately looked up at Luo Nian. Zhang Huaiming, the director of the Jingning District Education Bureau, who was sitting in the first seat, asked curiously, "Director Luo, what genius?" "Director Zhang, you should have heard of Wu Yunfei, right?" Luo Nian asked. Zhang Huaiming nodded. "I used to be the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, so of course I know Wu Yunfei." Wu Yunfei is now the No. 1 student in Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. In addition, Wu Yunfei is one of the strong contenders for the provincial champion of this year's college entrance examination. If nothing unexpected happens, Wu Yunfei is likely to be the provincial champion of this year's college entrance examination. I have also heard of the name of this young man Wu Yunfei. He is indeed very powerful. This year's provincial champion of the college entrance examination may really be Wu Yunfei. A middle-aged man wearing black-framed glasses next to him followed up. This year's provincial champion of the college entrance examination may really be Wu Yunfei. I know this young man Wu Yunfei. This year's provincial champion of the college entrance examination should be him. Wu Yunfei is now ranked first on the Tianlong Martial Arts Hall Warrior list. He is definitely the champion of this year's college entrance examination. The others commented. Seeing this, Luo Nian, who was sitting right above him, shook his head and smiled. It is impossible for Wu Yunfei to be the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. Ah. Why? Zhang Huaiming looked at Luo Nian in confusion. The others also looked over curiously. Under the gaze of everyone, Luo Nian smiled and said, Wu Yunfei was defeated by a peer. How could he still become the provincial champion? Even if he wants to become the provincial champion, it was the genius who defeated Wu Yunfei who became the provincial champion. Someone of the same age defeated Wu Yunfei. How is this possible? Zhang Huaiming frowned and said, Director Luo, who defeated Wu Yunfei? Director Zhang, you happen to know this person? Luo Nian smiled. I know him too. Who is it? Zhang Huaiming asked curiously. You will know after you take a look. Luo Nian picked up his mobile phone, turned on the holographic projection function, and projected the video of Lin Feng and Wu Yunfei fighting. A huge virtual arena appeared in the center of the conference room. Two people appeared on the arena. One of them was Wu Yunfei. As for the other person, no one present knew him at all. Who is that little guy? Who is the one who fought against Wu Yunfei? I know almost all the top students in Jianghai City, but I don't think I have seen him. Everyone was talking quietly. Zhang Huaiming was stunned. Lin Feng. Could it be that Lin Feng defeated Wu Yunfei? But how is this possible? He admitted that Lin Feng's talent was very strong, but the data from Lin Feng's last test should not be able to match Wu Yunfei. That's not right. How did Lin Feng break through to the 7th level of the general realm? Zhang Huaiming was stunned. Before he could come to his senses, Wu Yunfei, holding a spear, attacked Lin Feng. The spear came out like a dragon. With dragon roars, Lin Feng responded with his spear. The dense shadows of the spears filled the sky, falling like raindrops. Boom. Wu Yunfei's attack instantly disintegrated like paper. The spear in Lin Feng's hand broke through the air, and instantly came in front of Wu Yunfei, pressing against Wu Yunfei's neck. The whole battle ended in a flash. The whole process took only a dozen seconds. This little guy is amazing. He defeated Wu Yunfei so easily. This little guy is amazing. He defeated Wu Yunfei with one move. I'm afraid this little guy will really be the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. Everyone started to speak and praised. Zhang Huaiming's face turned purple. He originally thought that Jianghai No. 1 Middle School just missed a city champion in the college entrance examination, but now it seems that Jianghai No. 1 Middle School clearly missed a provincial champion in the college entrance examination. Chapter 55. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Director Zhang, why do you look so bad? The man sitting next to him said. Zhang Huaiming's face twitched, and he shook his head and said, Director Zhou, you saw it wrong. I saw it wrong. No, your face is purple. Are you sick? The man asked with concern. Zhang Huaiming. Director Zhang, what a pity. At this time, Luo Nian, who was sitting right above him, suddenly said, Originally, Lin Feng should have gone to Jianghai No. 1 Middle School to help Jianghai No. 1 Middle School win the provincial champion in the college entrance examination. But in the end, Jianghai No. 1 Middle School rejected Lin Feng and missed a provincial champion like Lin Feng. Director Luo, what's going on? Why would Jianghai No. 1 Middle School reject a genius like Lin Feng? One of the men asked. Luo Nian picked up the teacup in front of him, took a sip of tea, and smiled. Lin Feng awakened the supreme spiritual vein when he was 16 years old, and was admitted to Jianghai No. 1 Middle School in advance. But then Lin Feng's supreme spiritual vein was dug out by someone, and Lin Feng lay in the hospital for 2 years, and only recently recovered. After Lin Feng recovered, he went to Jianghai No. 1 Middle School to resume his student status, but Zhang Daqiang, the current principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, was worried that Lin Feng would affect the school's enrollment rate, so he turned Lin Feng away. Luo Nian told the whole story. After listening to the whole story, everyone present looked at each other and was speechless for a while. Turning away a future provincial champion in the college entrance examination is a huge loss. Director Zhang, it's a pity. You used to be the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. Although you are no longer in Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, you are also the deputy director of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. If Jianghai No. 1 Middle School has a provincial champion in the college entrance examination, you can add more content to your achievements column, but now these achievements may become someone else's. The man who comforted Zhang Huaiming before spoke up. Director Zhang, it's a pity. You are also the deputy director of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. If the provincial champion in the college entrance examination can appear in Tianhai No. 1 Middle School, it will be a great help to you. Now there is nothing. No wonder Director Luo said it's a pity. Director Zhang's situation is indeed a pity. Director Zhang, it's a pity. The others spoke one after another. Zhang Huaiming clenched his fists and gritted his teeth in anger. Can't this Zhang Daqiang do something about human resources? By the way, which school is Lin Feng in now? At this time, one of the men spoke up. Zhang Huaiming's old face twitched, and he gritted his teeth and said, Lin Feng is now in Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. The man widened his eyes and pouted. Lin Feng, a future provincial champion in the college entrance examination, is now studying in a vocational high school. No way, the provincial champion actually went to a vocational high school to study. Don't other schools want to accept Lin Feng? Lin Feng was forced to study in a vocational high school. What are those schools doing? They won't accept a provincial champion in the college entrance examination. That everyone spoke up, the whole office was noisy. Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School, isn't this school in charge of Director Su? At this time, someone suddenly spoke up. The eyes of everyone in the office were all focused on a white and fat middle-aged man. The middle-aged man was called Su Yun, and he was the director of the Municipal Education Bureau. He was in charge of many schools, and he even forgot that he was still in charge of Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. After someone mentioned it, he remembered that he was the deputy director of Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School. In other words, if Lin Feng won the provincial championship in this college entrance examination, his achievements would be more. When Luo Nian is promoted, he will be able to beat other competitors and become the director of the Municipal Education Bureau. Director Su, congratulations, you got a big bargain this time. Director Su, congratulations, you won this time. Director Su, it seems that after Luo is promoted this time, you will be able to become the new director of the Municipal Education Bureau. Everyone looked at Su Yun with envy. Zhang Huaimin gritted his teeth and his face turned purple. Originally, after Luo Nian was promoted, he was the most likely person to become the director of the Municipal Education Bureau, but because of Lin Feng, the most likely person to become the director of the Municipal Education Bureau has now become Su Yun. This Zhang Daqiang is really causing trouble for me every day. What can he do well? Zhang Huaimin became more and more angry. Old Su, work hard. Luo Nian said. Su Yun instantly understood what Luo Nian meant and nodded immediately. Director Luo, don't worry, I will definitely work hard. I will focus on Lin Feng. Okay, there is actually nothing important in today's meeting. You can just take the information I sent you back and read it yourself. Luo Nian put down his teacup, stood up and said, let's end today's meeting here. Adjourn. After that, Luo Nian was the first to walk out of the meeting room. Su Yun followed him out with the crowd. Zhang Huaimin followed with a dark face. Zhang Daqiang, this idiot. I really feel suffocated if I don't say a few words to him. Zhang Huaimin found an empty corner and called Zhang Daqiang. Zhang Daqiang's voice soon came from the phone. Old leader, why did you suddenly remember to call me? Principal Zhang, it's like this. Didn't you apply to be transferred to the District Education Bureau this year? That's right, old leader, have you arranged the relationship there? Can I go to the District Education Bureau this year? Principal Zhang, you can't come to the District Education Bureau this year. Zhang Daqiang was silent. After a while, Zhang Daqiang's voice came from the phone again. Old leader, I heard that Director Luo of the Municipal Education Bureau is about to be promoted. After Director Luo is promoted, you will be the director of the Municipal Education Bureau, right? Your position is vacated, can't you promote me, your old subordinate? Principal Zhang, I originally had the hope of becoming the director of the Municipal Education Bureau, but because of you, my future is ruined. Zhang Huaimin suppressed his anger. Because of me? What did I do? Zhang Daqiang asked. Principal Zhang, because you rejected Lin Feng. Do you know that Lin Feng is the future provincial champion in the college entrance examination? You pushed a provincial champion to other schools and gave the credit to other leaders in charge, so I naturally missed the opportunity. Zhang Huaimin took a deep breath and gritted his teeth and said, Zhang Daqiang, these are all your good deeds. You have ruined my future. I was really out of my mind to promote you to the principal of Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. After saying that, Zhang Huaimin hung up the phone angrily. Chapter 56. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jianghai No. 1 Middle School, Principal's Office. Zhang Huaimin put down his phone and frowned. What's going on? Lin Feng's talent is pretty good, but to say that Lin Feng is the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination is a bit too much, isn't it? Our Jianghai No. 1 Middle School can become one of the best schools in the entire Jianghai city, and that's not an exaggeration. This year, our Jianghai No. 1 middle school has Wu Yunfei. With Wu Yunfei's talent and strength, it's almost certain that he will win the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. Why did Director Zhang say that Lin Feng could win the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination? It's weird. Beep. At this time, Zhang Daqiang's phone suddenly vibrated. Zhang Daqiang took a look and found that it was a news push. Originally, Zhang Daqiang was not going to pay attention to this news push, but the content of the news push made Zhang Daqiang dumbfounded. Jianghai No. 1 middle school genius Wu Yunfei was defeated by his peers. Wu Yunfei was defeated by his peers. Zhang Daqiang frowned and subconsciously clicked on the news push. A short video appeared on Zhang Daqiang's mobile phone interface. In the video, Wu Yunfei and Lin Feng stood on the ring with guns. Wu Yunfei used the Dragon Soul Spear technique to kill Lin Feng. Lin Feng also used the spear technique to respond. Boom. The explosion sounded. Wu Yunfei's attack was instantly disintegrated like paper. The spear in Lin Feng's hand was against Wu Yunfei's neck. The whole process took only a dozen seconds. Wu Yunfei was defeated by Lin Feng. Zhang Daqiang's throat moved and he swallowed hard, the corners of his mouth moved, and he said in a trembling voice, Lin Feng actually defeated Wu Yunfei in just 12 seconds. And from the video, Lin Feng obviously didn't use his full strength. If Lin Feng used his full strength, how powerful would he be? No wonder Director Zhang said that Lin Feng is the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. Zhang Daqiang put down his phone, leaned back in his chair, closed his eyes, and fell into a long meditation. He never thought that because of his negligence, he actually gave away a future provincial champion in the college entrance examination. He could have relied on Lin Feng to soar to the sky and become the director of the District Education Bureau, but he rejected Lin Feng and ultimately missed the position of director. I've worked so hard for so long, and finally I was about to be promoted to the director of the District Education Bureau, but because of my mistake, my future was ruined. I'm so blind and short-sighted, I deserve to die. Zhang Daqiang regretted it so much that he slapped his head with both hands. If he could be given a chance to choose again, he would definitely worship Lin Feng. Yanjing City, Yanyun Villa, a graceful woman leaned against the long table, shaking a red wine glass, looking at a holographic projection in the center of the living room. At this moment, a huge virtual arena appeared on the projection. Two young men stood on the huge virtual arena. With spears in their hands, these two people were Lin Feng and Wu Yunfei. Wu Yunfei, holding a spear, rushed towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng waved his spear in response, easily defusing Wu Yunfei's attack. The spear in Lin Feng's hand also pressed against Wu Yunfei's throat. After watching the entire video, the graceful woman raised a tall red wine glass, took a sip of the red wine in a glass, and said, Lin Zhantian, your son is really amazing. It hasn't been long since he defeated the genius Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 middle school. The graceful woman paused and continued, if I remember correctly, Wu Yunfei should be the most capable genius in the entire Haiwan province to win the provincial top scorer in this year's college entrance examination. I didn't expect that he would be defeated by Lin Feng in the end. Lin Feng's growth rate is indeed very fast. Lin Zhantian glanced at the holographic projection and just nodded slightly. Lin Zhantian, you can't be reluctant to dig out Lin Feng's eyes, right? The graceful woman spoke again. Lin Zhantian shook his head, you don't have to worry about this. Compared with Huantian, Lin Feng is still far behind. I will dig out Lin Feng's eyes with my own hands and give them to Huantian. Lin Zhantian, how many times have you said this? But it's been so long, where are Lin Feng's eyes? The graceful woman asked. Liang Yan, give me some time, I will dig out Lin Feng's eyes and give them to you. Lin Zhantian replied. Okay. I'll wait for your good news. Liang Yan snorted and put down the tall red wine glass in her hand heavily. She pushed the door to the balcony, took out her mobile phone, and quickly sent a message. Whoever can dig out Lin Feng's eyes will get a reward of 1 billion. After sending the message, Liang Yan put away her phone and said to herself, Lin Zhantian, since you can't bear it, then I will help you. Minghua community, Lin Feng received a call from Su Huan. Su Huan told Lin Feng that the National Olympic Games will be held in 3 days. As long as Lin Feng can win the Olympic Games, he can get extra points in the college entrance examination and a bonus of 10 million yuan. Even college students can participate in this Olympic Games. Then my hope of winning the championship should not be great, right? But I still have to try hard. If I can get the first place in the Olympic Games, I can get another 10 million yuan in bonuses. Lin Feng looked forward to it. There are only 3 days left before the Olympic Games. In these 3 days, Lin Feng must improve his strength as soon as possible. Lin Feng has demon art of devouring the sky and god-killing art. In addition to eating, his way to improve his strength is to kill monsters. It seems that I have to enter the virtual network and train well during this period. Lin Feng looked at the virtual cabin beside him. This virtual cabin was bought by Lin Feng's aunt Luo Meihui for Lin Feng. It just arrived today. Lin Feng has not had time to go in and experience it. Click. At this time, the closed door suddenly opened. Luo Meihui pushed the door and walked in. However, Luo Meihui was covered in blood at this moment, and there were scars on her arms. "Aunt, what's wrong with you?" Lin Feng hurriedly greeted her. Luo Meihui raised the corner of her blood-stained mouth, and waved her hand in a relaxed manner. "Xiaofeng, I'm fine." "Aunt, you are so injured, and you still say you are fine." Lin Feng hurriedly stepped forward and supported Luo Meihui. Bang! At this time, a knock on the door suddenly sounded. Lin Feng opened the door and found several men in uniform standing at the gate. The tall man in the lead looked at Luo Meihui and said, "Ms. Luo, you must have been targeted by the killer. We will strengthen the patrol in this area recently. But you have to be careful too." "Captain Zhou, I understand." Luo Meihui nodded. "Okay, we won't bother you anymore. You should take good care of your injuries." The tall man in the lead closed the door and left. "Auntie, what's going on? Why are we being targeted by the killer?" Lin Feng turned around. Chapter 57. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Those people just now were from the police patrol team. Anyone who could alarm the patrol team must be a powerful killer. Lin Feng didn't understand why they were targeted by the killer. "Xiao Feng, be careful recently." Luo Meihui took out a pill, crushed it and applied it to the wound, saying, "The killer should be sent by the Lin family." Lin family? Lin Feng's pupils trembled, and his fists clenched tightly together. It would be fine if the Lin family dug up his supreme spiritual vein, but now that he has recovered, the Lin family actually sent a killer to kill him. Lin Feng must avenge this grudge. But you don't have to worry too much. Luo Meihui turned around and said, "Although the community we live in is not very good, the security facilities here are still very good. Plus, we are not far from the police patrol team, so it is difficult for the killer to succeed." Luo Meihui took off her blood-stained coat and continued, "But your own strength is the most important. Only when you have strong enough strength can you not be afraid of the killer sent by the Lin family. Aunt, I will improve my strength as soon as possible." Lin Feng clenched his fists and looked firm. Luo Meihui nodded. "Xiaofeng, I believe in you. With your talent, you will definitely improve your strength quickly. By the way, the virtual cabin that Aunt bought for you has arrived. Go and try the virtual cabin." "Aunt, is your wound okay?" Lin Feng asked with concern. "It's okay." Luo Meihui waved her hand. "I applied the blood and flesh pill on the wound, and my wound will heal soon." "Okay, go try the virtual cabin first to see if there is any problem with the virtual cabin. If there is a problem, I can ask the boss to return it." "Okay." Lin Feng nodded and entered the virtual cabin. Cough cough. At this time, Luo Meihui suddenly coughed violently. Big mouthfuls of blood came out of Luo Meihui's mouth. She glanced at the blood coughed on her white palm and frowned. Liang Yan is really vicious. She actually sent such a powerful killer to kill Xiaofeng. Since you do this, it's no wonder that I fought back. Luo Meihui snorted, turned her head and entered the bathroom next to her to wash the scarlet blood on her body. At the same time, after scanning the virtual cabin, Lin Feng constructed a virtual person and entered the virtual space. there are more than 1,000 kinds of monsters in the virtual space, many of which are the focus of the college entrance examination. There are also some monsters for high school competitions. I'm about to participate in the competition, so I'll focus on killing the monsters in the competition. Lin Feng looked at the competition options. A large number of high school competition monsters appeared in front of Lin Feng. Try the unicorn first. Lin Feng looked at a monster with a single horn on its head, like a snake or a dragon, and covered with metallic luster. This monster is an S-level monster on the blue planet. Even in the high school competition, this monster has stumped a group of candidates. Lin Feng's virtual person gently touched the unicorn, and the surrounding scene immediately changed. Endless yellow land appeared in front of Lin Feng. The land was full of big trees, and there was nothing special. However, Lin Feng did not dare to relax at all. Lin Feng had read in extracurricular books that it was said that the unicorn liked to hide underground and launch sneak attacks on the enemy. Now that the surroundings are calm, it means that the unicorn must be hiding underground waiting for an opportunity to move. Boom. The earth trembles, a monster with scales all over its body and sharp horns on its head spins like a gyroscope, drills out from under Lin Feng's feet, and penetrates Lin Feng's body. But soon, Lin Feng twisted and dispersed, disappearing on the spot. Good guy, it actually drilled out from under my feet. Lin Feng appeared out of thin air behind the unicorn. If Lin Feng hadn't noticed something strange just now and used phantom clone in advance to avoid it, Lin Feng's virtual person might have died under the sharp horn of the unicorn. Boom. The earth trembles. Lin Feng glanced at his feet and frowned. Come again. After saying that, Lin Feng used phantom clone again to drag out Lin Feng one by one. The huge unicorn drilled out from the ground and penetrated all of Lin Feng's clones. Roar. The two unicorns roared, and spun their bodies again, falling towards Lin Feng like lightning. Lin Feng used all his strength to perform phantom clone to dodge, and at the same time performed power of dragon and elephant. Roar. 15 translucent monsters that looked like dragons and elephants fell on one of the unicorns. The scales on the unicorn's body continued to shatter, and finally the unicorn's body was penetrated, and blood splattered. The unicorn's body also quickly twisted and disappeared. Success. Lin Feng showed a smile. Although this unicorn is an S-level monster, it is not as powerful as Lin Feng thought. Turning back, Lin Feng once again used the power of Dragon Elephant to hit another unicorn. Boom. A low explosion echoed. The body of the other unicorn was also pierced, and finally twisted and dispersed. At this moment, the spiritual energy between heaven and earth madly flowed into Lin Feng's body. Among these spiritual energies, there is an extremely sharp killing spirit. After absorbing these spiritual energies, Lin Feng's breath has obviously improved a lot. Lin Feng's cultivation has also broken through to the 8th level of the general realm. The killing god art is powerful. Even if I kill monsters in the virtual space, I can also condense the power of the killing god and accelerate the absorption speed of spiritual energy. I can make good use of this virtual cabin to improve my strength. Boom! Before Lin Feng could think more, the earth shook violently again. One after another, unicorns emerged from the ground. Lin Feng used phantom clone to drag out Lin Feng one by one. At the same time, Lin Feng clenched his fist and punched out the power of Dragon Elephant, piercing all the unicorns around him. In a short moment, the originally noisy surroundings immediately quieted down. Pure spiritual energy and fierce killing power madly flowed into Lin Feng's body. Lin Feng's aura became stronger and stronger. It's a pity that I couldn't break through to the 9th level of the war general realm. Lin Feng sighed and said to himself, let's try the other competition monsters again. Lin Feng returned to the monster selection page and reselect monsters. Various competition monsters appeared in front of Lin Feng. Try this Swordfish King. Lin Feng looked at a fish man with a weird look. The fish man's back was covered with sharp thorns. The sharp teeth flashed coldly under the reflection of the sun. SS-level monster. Are you using this kind of monster for a competition? Let's try it first. Lin Feng chose the Swordfish King. The surrounding scene jumped again. A beach and a sea appeared in front of Lin Feng. The sea breeze blew over the beach, and the waves hit Lin Feng's feet, making everything look very beautiful. Swish. Suddenly, a sharp thorn sprang out from the sea and fell directly towards Lin Feng. Chapter 58. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A spike suddenly sprang out from the sea and fell towards Lin Feng. Lin Feng used his full strength to perform phantom clone to dodge, but his arm was still cut by the spike. Good fellow, it is worthy of being an SS-level monster. Lin Feng looked at the wound on his arm that began to bleed, and his expression became more solemn. Swish. Water splashed. A swordfish king with spikes all over its back sprang out from the sea. The swordfish king held a spike in one hand, stepped on the sea surface, dragged a residual image, and came in front of Lin Feng. The two sharp spikes in his hand pierced Lin Feng's body at the same time. Lin Feng's body twisted and slowly dissipated. Roar. The roar of an elephant and the roar of a dragon. Lin Feng appeared behind the swordfish king, and a group of monsters that looked like dragons and elephants crashed into the swordfish king. The powerful force destroyed half of the swordfish king's body. Scarlet blood dripped from the wound of the swordfish king. The swordfish king seemed to be enraged. The sharp thorns on his back suddenly popped out. The dense thorns were wrapped around his body. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. All the sharp thorns followed the swordfish king and fell towards Lin Feng at the same time. Lin Feng frowned and used the power of dragon elephant again. Boom. The explosion echoed. The swordfish king twisted and finally dispersed. Lin Feng also had several more scars on his body. Scarlet blood dripped down. It's worthy of being an SS-level monster. This monster is really hard to kill. Lin Feng sighed. Chi. At this time, the pure spiritual energy and the fierce killing power rushed into Lin Feng's body crazily. Lin Feng's aura increased rapidly, and his cultivation reached the peak of the 8th level of the general realm. He was only a little short of breaking through to the 9th level of the general realm. Just a little bit more. Lin Feng muttered to himself. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. At this time, swordfish kings rushed out from the sea one after another. These swordfish kings all held a sharp thorn in one hand and rushed towards Lin Feng. Dozens of swordfish kings surrounded Lin Feng in the center. Densely packed sharp thorns fell on Lin Feng like raindrops. Blood splattered. Lin Feng's wounds became more and more. Roar. Lin Feng gritted his teeth and used the power of dragon and elephant to penetrate the body of one of the swordfish kings. Then, Lin Feng continued to use the power of dragon and elephant to kill the surrounding swordfish kings one by one. After killing all the swordfish kings, Lin Feng's body was already covered with scars. Scarlet blood kept dripping from his wounds. As expected of an SS-level monster, this monster is too hard to kill. Lin Feng frowned and gasped. Chi. Suddenly, pure spiritual energy and fierce killing power flowed into Lin Feng's body. Lin Feng's breath rose rapidly, and his cultivation instantly broke through the 9th level of the war general realm. My cultivation has finally broken through to the 9th level of the war general realm. Lin Feng smiled and murmured, it seems that before the college entrance examination, I should be able to break through to the war king realm. Warriors in the war king realm can awaken mental power. After the mental power is unfolded, it can replace the eyes and observe everything around. Even a grain of sand flying by cannot escape the capture of mental power. In addition, the strong men in the martial king realm can also use mental power to control objects and sneak attack the enemy. Even the strong men in the martial king realm can use mental power to fly. It can be said that compared with the strong men in the war general realm, warriors in the war king realm will have a qualitative leap. However, it is still very difficult to break through from the 9th level of the war general realm to the war king realm. Even for top geniuses, it is difficult to break through from the 9th level of the war general realm to the war king realm without a year or two, but Lin Feng is different. Lin Feng has the demon art of devouring the sky, which can make him stronger by eating. In addition to Lin Feng's god-killing art, killing monsters can improve his strength. With these two advanced cultivation methods, Lin Feng is confident that he can break through to the war king realm before the college entrance examination. Let's try other monsters. Lin Feng came back to his senses and continued to kill monsters. An hour later, almost all the S-level monsters in the virtual cabin were killed by Lin Feng. Lin Feng also killed several SS-level monsters. Lin Feng's aura became more and more powerful, but Lin Feng never broke through to the war king realm. It's really not that easy to break through to the war king realm. It's getting late today, I'd better come to the virtual cabin to kill monsters next time. Lin Feng exited the virtual cabin. The next day, Early in the morning, Lin Feng returned to Jianghai Vocational Auto Repair High School for class. Lin Feng is here. I heard that Lin Feng defeated the genius Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School at Tianlong Martial Arts Hall. I also heard that Lin Feng defeated the genius Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. Lin Feng is amazing. He actually defeated the genius Wu Yunfei from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. It seems that this year's provincial college entrance examination champion candidate could really be born in our school. Lin Feng had just arrived in the classroom when a noisy discussion immediately sounded. No way, the fight between me and Wu Yunfei has spread to the school. Lin Feng curled his lips and sat back in his seat. Gao Feng, who was sitting next to him, was so scared that he trembled all over and sat up straight immediately, not daring to breathe. Suddenly, Lin Feng turned his head and looked at Gao Feng. Gao Feng was so scared that he broke out in a cold sweat and trembled uncontrollably. Lin Feng, I shouldn't have provoked you recently, right? Why are you looking at me like this? Gao Feng's voice trembled. I just want to tell you that I want to open the door and take a breath. Do you mind? Lin Feng asked. Gao Feng shook his head. I don't mind. That's fine. Lin Feng opened the door. Ding. The class bell rang. Su Huan took the textbook and came to the classroom. The class ended quickly. After answering questions from the students, Su Huan came to Lin Feng. Lin Feng, I heard that you defeated Wu Yunfei, the genius from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. Su Huan smiled. Lin Feng nodded. I fought with Wu Yunfei yesterday and barely beat him. Lin Feng, you are being modest. I have watched the video of your fight with Wu Yunfei on the internet. Su Huan smiled and said, the whole process of you defeating Wu Yunfei took only a dozen seconds, and seeing your relaxed look, you must not have used your full strength, right? Lin Feng. Lin Feng smiled awkwardly and nodded. I did have some tricks left. Lin Feng, your talent and strength are really amazing. Su Huan gave a thumbs up, exclaimed, and said, Wu Yunfei is a genius from Jianghai No. 1 Middle School. He is one of the favorites for the provincial champion in this year's college entrance examination. But now Wu Yunfei has lost to you. It seems that this year's provincial champion in the college entrance examination may be you. Teacher Su, there are still many geniuses in Haiwan province. No one can guarantee that he will definitely get the provincial champion before the college entrance examination. Lin Feng said. Su Huan nodded. That's true, but this year you will have a great chance of getting the provincial champion in the college entrance examination. If you can win the Olympic championship in 2 days, you can get extra points in the college entrance examination, and your chance of winning the provincial champion in the college entrance examination will be even greater. Chapter 59. You are listening at novelfull.audio. If you can win the first place in this Olympic Games, you can get extra points in the college entrance examination, and your chances of winning the provincial championship in this year's college entrance examination will be greater. Su Huan said with a smile. Lin Feng curled his lips. Teacher Su, didn't you say that anyone under the age of 20 can participate in this Olympic Games? Even some college students have come to participate in this Olympic Games. It shouldn't be that easy for me to get the first place in this Olympic Games. Lin Feng, this Olympic Games is held by the military. It will be very difficult and there will be many participants. It will be difficult for you to get the first place. Su Huan paused and continued, however, even if you can't get the first place, as long as you can enter the top 10, you will also get extra points in the college entrance examination, but the extra points will definitely be less. Is that so? Lin Feng nodded and said, Teacher Su, are the contestants this time out? Out. Su Huan took out a document, handed it to Lin Feng, and said, this is the list of contestants I just printed out, you can take a look first. Lin Feng took the document and was stunned when he saw the first name, contestant, Zhou Yuanshan, occupation, student, school, Yanjing University, introduction. He once won the provincial championship in Beiyang province, and joined the Longhua army. No way, he is the provincial champion right from the start. And he has joined the army and participated in actual combat. Lin Feng frowned and continued to read. Contestant, Zhao Changming, occupation, student, school, Shuemu University, introduction. He once won the provincial championship in Shanchuan province. Contestant, Li Wuchang, occupation, army captain, introduction. He once won the provincial championship in Tianshan province, joined the army after graduation, and became a captain in the army. The more Lin Feng read, the more frightened he was. There are a total of 133 people participating in the competition this time. Almost all of the contestants are former provincial champions in the college entrance examination. There are only a few high school students on the entire list. Lin Feng is one of them. Teacher Su, the people participating in this Olympic Games are too powerful. They are all provincial champions over the years. Lin Feng looked at the introduction on the document and frowned, and they are all at the level of War King. I think it will be difficult for me to get a ranking among this group of people. Lin Feng, it doesn't matter if you really can't get a ranking. Su Huan waved his hand and said, just think of it as experiencing this kind of national competition. Okay. Lin Feng sighed. By the way, Lin Feng, I also prepared a document for you. This document contains an introduction to many competition monsters, as well as the weaknesses and killing methods of these monsters. Take some time to read this information, it should be helpful for your competition this time. Su Huan took out another thick document and handed it to Lin Feng. Lin Feng looked through the document and found that it was full of S-level monsters and some SS-level monsters. The weaknesses of these monsters and the most effective way to attack them are all recorded in the document. Lin Feng, I have something else for you. Su Huan took out a thumb-sized transparent glass bottle and said, this is the blood-strengthening pill. This pill contains extremely pure energy and can help you upgrade from the War General realm to the War King realm. Teacher Su, thank you. Lin Feng took the blood-strengthening pill. The blood-strengthening pill is an intermediate pill, and the price is about 500,000, but this kind of pill is extremely difficult to refine and is rare on the market. That's why this kind of pill is almost unsaleable. Lin Feng, work hard. I hope you can make the list in this Olympics. Su Huan patted Lin Feng on the shoulder and left the classroom. Lin Feng looked at the blood-strengthening pill in his hand and said to himself, I wonder what this blood-strengthening pill will look like after optimization. Thinking about it, Lin Feng communicated directly with the system. Ding, may I ask if the host would like to optimize the strong blood pill? This optimization will consume 300 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, optimization is successful. The strong blood pill has been optimized to the divine blood pill. The strong blood pill in the small bottle was wrapped in a faint glow like fireflies. The pure energy quickly flowed into the strong blood pill, and the aura contained in the strong blood pill became more pure and powerful. When the glow faded, the pill in the bottle became more scarlet, and the energy it emitted became more powerful. Eat it first. Lin Feng took the divine blood pill out of the bottle and swallowed it in one gulp. The pure energy quickly dissolved in Lin Feng's body, and flowed into Lin Feng's dantian along Lin Feng's tendons and veins. Lin Feng's aura also became more and more powerful, but until Lin Feng absorbed all the energy of the strong blood pill, Lin Feng's cultivation did not break through. It's really not that easy to break through from the 9th level of the War General realm to the War King realm. Even if I take the divine blood pill, still not enough. Lin Feng frowned and said to himself, by the way, I can take a few more god blood pills. Thinking of this, Lin Feng took out his mobile phone, entered the Blue Star Fighting Network, and searched for god blood pills on the internet, but when Lin Feng saw the price of god blood pills, he was dumbfounded. The price of a god blood pill is about 700,000. The most important thing is that you need to wait for a month after payment before you can receive the god blood pill. Of course, if you don't receive the god blood pill in the end, the merchant will return the money to the buyer. I didn't expect that this god blood pill would be so rare. In this case, I will refine it myself. Lin Feng found the pill recipe sales interface and found the god blood pill recipe from it. Recipe, god blood pill, price, 5 million blue star coins, Lin Feng. Lin Feng never thought that the genuine copyrighted recipe of god blood pill would cost 5 million blue star coins. This is too expensive. Lin Feng curled his lips and said to himself, Forget it, let's buy the recipe of the strong blood pill first, and then use the system optimization to see if I can get the recipe of the divine blood pill. After that, Lin Feng found the recipe of the strong blood pill in the mall. Recipe, strong blood pill, price, 1 million blue star coins. It's much cheaper, so I'll buy the recipe of the strong blood pill. Lin Feng spent 1 million to buy the recipe of the strong blood pill. Purchase successful. This recipe is a copyrighted recipe, and real name purchase authentication has been carried out. Only I can learn it. Do you want to learn the strong blood pill? Lin Feng clicked to learn, and a video immediately appeared on his phone. In the video, a white-haired old man sat cross-legged in front of the alchemy furnace, using his mental power to control the spiritual medicines one by one and put them into the alchemy furnace. While refining the pill, the white-haired old man also carefully explained each step. Lin Feng only watched it once and immediately mastered the method of refining the strong blood pill. This strong blood pill is not difficult to refine. Lin Feng muttered to himself and communicated with the system. Ding, may I ask if the host optimizes the strong blood pill recipe? This optimization will consume 400 optimization points. Chapter 60. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, may I ask if the host would like to optimize the recipe of the strong blood pill? This optimization will consume 400 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, the optimization is successful. The recipe of the strong blood pill has been optimized into the recipe of the divine blood pill. The voice of the system sounded, and a large number of memories suddenly entered Lin Feng's mind. After digesting these memories, Lin Feng immediately mastered the method of refining the divine blood pill. The refining method of this divine blood pill is not only complicated, but also has a low success rate. No wonder there are so few divine blood pills on the market. I'd better optimize the refining method of the divine blood pill first. Lin Feng muttered to himself and communicated with the system. Ding, may I ask if the host would like to optimize the refining method of the divine blood pill? This optimization will consume 300 optimization points. Optimize. Ding, optimization is successful. The new refining method of the divine blood pill appeared in Lin Feng's mind. Lin Feng frowned immediately after mastering the new refining method of the divine blood pill. Put all the spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill into the casserole, simmer over low heat for half an hour, and the pill will be ready. The method after system optimization is too childish. Lin Feng curled his lips and said to himself, forget it, I'll buy some spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill after school and try it out. Dingling that the class bell rang, the teacher came to the classroom with the textbook. The day's classes were over soon. Lin Feng left the school and immediately went to a spiritual medicine store to buy 5 spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill. Because the spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill are relatively precious, Lin Feng spent 50,000 blue star coins to refine 1 spiritual medicine for refining the god blood pill. 5 spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill cost Lin Feng 250,000 blue star coins in total. Let's try to see if it can be made into a pill first. Lin Feng returned home and immediately went to the kitchen, put all the spiritual medicines for refining the god blood pill into the casserole, and simmered it over low heat. There's still half an hour left. I'll go to the Blue Star Fighting Network to see if there are any repair tasks. Lin Feng glanced at the watch on his wrist, sat down in front of the computer, and entered the repairer interface of the Blue Star Fighting Network. However, today's public repair tasks are still empty. No one has posted a repair task on the Blue Star Fighting Network. It seems that all the repair tasks have been taken away by those guilds. Lin Feng sighed. It's really difficult for an apprentice repairer like him to take on a repair task on the Blue Star Fighting Network. Is the Flame Guild holding an event to select talents? Lin Feng discovered that the Flame Guild had issued an announcement. Do you want to become a repairer of the Flame Guild? No matter what level of repairer you are, no matter who you are, as long as you can repair this incomplete martial arts released by the Flame Guild, you have the opportunity to become a repairer of the Flame Guild. Lin Feng discovered that the Flame Guild had indeed released an incomplete advanced martial arts. Below this incomplete high-level martial arts, there is also a real-time repair ranking. According to the event introduction of the Flame Guild, the first place in this event can directly join the Flame Guild and get an S-level contract from the Flame Guild. Now the first place is a high-level repairer, whose online name on the Blue Star Fighting Network is Blue Star's #1 Handsome. The second place is also a high-level repairer, whose online name on the Blue Star Fighting Network is Just Repair. The third place is still a high-level repairer, whose online name is The Repair Master is here. Lin Feng looked at this long list of rankings and found that each of them had uploaded a file behind them. The content of the file is naturally the high-level martial arts they have repaired. Everyone can view the content in the file and then vote. Forget it, let's take a look at this incomplete high-level martial arts uploaded by the Flame Guild first. Lin Feng clicked on the video file uploaded by the Flame Guild, the video opened, and a white-haired old man appeared in the video. The white-haired old man waved the long sword in his hand, and dense sword shadows appeared around the long sword. The sword shadows fell like raindrops, and a mountain range in front collapsed and razed to the ground. However, just when the old man began to introduce the specific practice method of 10,000 shadow sword technique, the video stopped abruptly. No way, this video only introduces the practice method of the first shadow. As for how to practice later, there is no introduction at all. This is too incomplete. Lin Feng muttered and checked the 10,000 shadow sword technique repaired by the repairers who came to participate in the event this time. Lin Feng first checked the 10,000 shadow sword technique repaired by Blue Star's most handsome man, who is currently ranked first. The video opened, and a man with a monster face special effect appeared in the video. The man held a long sword and stabbed forward. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. 10 sword shadows appeared at the same time, and all the trees in front collapsed and flattened. This Blue Star's #1 handsome guy repaired it pretty well, no wonder he ranked first. Lin Feng muttered to himself, and checked the 10,000 shadow sword technique repaired by the second place Suabian Xiuxiu. The video opened, and a thin and tall man wearing a mask appeared in the video. The man stood on the beach and slashed with a sword. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. 6 sword shadows surged, fell on the sea, and exploded. The second place Suabian Xiuxiu repaired 6 sword shadows. Not bad. Lin Feng continued to check the 10,000 shadows sword technique repaired by the third place The Repair Master is here. The video opened, and the man was also wearing a mask. He held a long sword and stabbed forward. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. 3 sword shadows spread and penetrated the sky. The third place only repaired 3 sword shadows. Lin Feng frowned and continued to check the 10,000 shadow swordsmanship repaired by the repairers behind him. Most of the repairers behind him only repaired 2 sword shadows. I will use the system to optimize the 10,000 shadow swordsmanship first. Lin Feng retracted his gaze and communicated directly with the system. Ding, may I ask if the host would like to optimize the 10,000 shadow swordsmanship? This optimization will consume 500 system points. Optimize. Ding, optimization is successful. The 10,000 shadow swordsmanship has been optimized into the spirit shadow swordsmanship. The voice of the system sounded, and a large amount of memories flowed into Lin Feng's mind. These memories are all about the practice methods of the spirit shadow swordsmanship. After digesting these memories, Lin Feng immediately mastered the spirit shadow swordsmanship. This spirit shadow swordsmanship is indeed much more powerful. Lin Feng raised the corner of his mouth and smiled. The spirit shadow swordsmanship can create more than 100 sword shadows with one sword, and the sword shadows fall like a rain of swords. In addition, practitioners can also control sword shadows to attack opponents from different angles, hence the name Lingying. This Lingying sword technique is pretty good, but it would be better if the practice method could be simpler. Lin Feng muttered to himself and communicated with the system again.